Did that guy bring his pencils in here?
He's not here yet. He just got back. Hello. Let me help you hang that?
No.
Oh, okay. How's that donut?
Great donut.
I know, right? They're super.
I was gonna go up to, there's a Cars and Coffee in the little town up the road this
Right?
morning. And I was gonna go up there and bring donuts back, and then I saw Jeff. He said he already got them.
He was in charge of the donuts. I even forsook my keto diet, and I had a donut because I haven't had a donut in 2 years. I was like, yay, glazed donuts. That's awesome. So what's your name?
Rick.
Rick. Very cool. We'll have a full introduction time later, but so this is working on the 64 Galaxy for Project Honor boxes. This will be Jeff.
Hi.
Hi. And Paul, you know Paul from Radical Build Off.
Hi.
And I don't have everybody's names. I do know this guy, and I know this guy, Chris. And you are?
So I'm Gordon.
Hi, Gordon. But we'll do a full introduction here shortly, and when everybody's ready for a break.
I need you to prep all this stuff.
Okay.
You know, see where all these bad holes and stuff are.
All right.
And what I'll do is, if you can prep all these spots like this, get everything, you know, as close as you can to not really bare metal, but just so we can weld on this stuff and cut these pieces out and re-weld them in and whatever. So,
All right.
and then when you're ready, let me know and I'll help you flip the hood around so we can get all these spots like this cleaned up too.
Yeah, there's a few other spots.
Because this side's pretty good except for right here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a lot of work up there.
You need to go introduce him too.
That's Caleb.
There's some rust holes here.
There is, huh? Little pinholes from when I got sandblasted, probably. All right, let me grab the tape. Make sure we mark those. Yeah, they're a little sneaky, aren't they? How thin is that? That's not too bad, though.
And we welded up.
Just busted through.
Anybody got a fill marker around here? Besides Paul? Is that our only one?
We need, like... He's gonna start you on fire.
Good, Caleb. How are you?
All right.
Too early in the morning. We don't work. That's right.
Is awesome. Tammy donated a lot of stuff, right? That she drew.
Yeah, she donated the epoxy and the high build, and she's donating the paint too.
No kidding.
Yeah,
That's
so-
awesome.
Of course, we're going to take the car up for the Tamco takeover in May.
So this car's going to be a Tamco takeover in May.
Yeah.
At Tammy's. Who's going to be spraying?
Don't have anybody yet.
Don't have anybody yet. And you got this going recording right now?
Yep.
And who's going to see it?
YouTube.
YouTube. So you can't tag somebody on YouTube, can you?
Yep.
Oh, you can? Hey, Brandon Glim, what do you think? Tamco takeover? Take it.
Okay, and I will get their information and tag them on the Facebook post as well.
Yeah, good luck getting him to say something. It was worth a shot. Maybe Tammy will convince him.
Maybe. Yeah.
Come on, old man. Hurry up.
Oh my gosh. Somebody. So what is this that we're doing? Our metal shapers. It is sliding. And maybe clamp in the middle. Because it's not coming out the side. It could.
Flea on the hair, on the jigger, on the board, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and a hole in the bottom of the seat.
Has he been drinking?
See, I'm not the only one who sings at strange times.
Still wants to push it. Okay. But I got enough in it.
Yeah. How could we perfect that? And those are called? Yeah. So what are you doing, babe? Oh, okay.
You want the door closed?
Whatever y'all want.
Oh, you got girl hands?
Small
I
hands.
feel like O.J. Simpson right now. Man.
Jeez. He
I
will
would
give.
say something with your wife.
Yeah, I was like, you should hear him rag on me.
Not my wife, she's my girlfriend. I always tell her she's my favorite girlfriend.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Lucky me.
How long y'all been married?
We have been together 7 years on in December, December 19th.
7 years.
That's when we
7
met.
years married.
That's when we met. We are not married yet. We're living in sin.
Okay. You're welcome.
We're living in sin. Sorry, YouTube. We're living in sin.
My wife and I have been married almost 36 years.
No kidding.
Congratulations.
That is awesome.
15th to be 30.
Caleb, what are you doing over there?
Working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, attaboy, attaboy.
I'm military for you.
Right? Just make sure the dang thing don't warp, right? This poor trunk lid was warped from some heavy-handed sandblasting. Not by this guy. He did not heavy-handedly sandblast it. That isn't a good old trick right there.
Yeah, these things get wore out.
Yeah, not many people know to do that,
Yeah.
you know. But when you're working in the shop and somebody's always pulling your stuff away from you,
Oh, I'm rough on everything anyway.
Are ya?
So
Living
if it's in
hard.
my way, just
have you met him? He's the same way.
take a lot of car down low.
You know, I think it's that impatience.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. That's the difference between Flexzilla hose. I love me some Flexzilla hose, don't you? Lays nice and flat. Doesn't try to kill anybody. Thanks for letting us use your shop for this.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm gonna go make Jeff talk to me if it's gonna be quiet here for a minute. Hey, yeah?
Way better.
Yeah, smarter, not harder.
What are we doing?
Oh, he was sanding away. Now he's got that little thing he's nibbling.
Nice.
Isn't that slick? I was like, dang. So this piece will be going here. So you got some issues all over this piece. The door, that'll be made in a separate piece always. Fix that. This brace. Oh. What are you kids doing? Oh, there.
Knocking the shine.
You don't have your donut no more. What the heck?
Where's your donut at, Rick?
Hold on.
The first sign of a good donut. So what is this nifty little unit
It's
here?
made
That's one of them damn things I
sharp
told you I
and
want to
keen.
get.
You tell me you want to get everything.
One of the bearings in here is squealing like a stuck pig, and let's hold it out this way.
Don't spray it on the hood, yeah.
There's my shameless redneck mom plug for WD-40. Magic.
Yeah.
Magic in a can.
So I want to thank everybody here for showing up, and I want to thank you and Jeff for letting us use the tools in the shop, and all you guys, you know, all your service in the military and everything. These are all military vets. I wasn't, Paul wasn't, but we're here to help these guys out and donate or volunteer our time on their car. And this car, I'm gonna let Jeff take over if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Explain what the car's all about.
So it's we started an initiative called Operation Honor Boxes, where we want to raise items for our veterans in the nursing homes. So most people don't know, if you're a veteran and you're in a nursing home and you don't have family, then you don't get all the things, because the government doesn't supply socks, t-shirts, pajama pants, coloring books and puzzles to keep your mind occupied. That's the family's job to supply those, toothbrush, all those kinds of things. So we wanted to go and start raising, which we've done before, raise items for the veterans in the nursing homes. And so the veterans all love the car shows. They all want to see the car shows. Every time you go to the VA nursing homes, that's what they want to see is the car. So we thought we would make a car up. We're calling this one the Deliverator, after the Liberator from World War II. So we're going to paint it up and look like a World War II bomber, hopefully, and use this to deliver the items to the nursing homes. And we're going to travel around. I say we, I guess it's me, traveling around the country, trying to go around all the new veteran nursing homes and things like that. Yeah.
And
So,
car shows. And
Car
to
shows,
Raise awareness.
the power tour, might even do drag week. Although we're building a streetcar, that'd still be fun to do the drag week.
You can do drag week at this car.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So
And the
and then Tamco takeover. There's a lot of people, companies that's donated, Auto Crafters and Tamco, and I'm going to miss a bunch of people. K&N and Bishop's Performance built the transmission for it. So a lot of companies are on board helping us out here. So we really appreciate it.
That's awesome. Well, can I get everybody to introduce themselves? We'll start with you, since I already have the camera on your face.
All right, yeah. Jeff Lambert served the United States Navy, deployed to the Gulf for the first Gulf War over there. I was an aircraft firefighter on the flight deck of the USS Carl Vinson.
Oh, and you have Armed Forces Racing.
Yep. Oh, yep. And that's, well,
Shameless plug time, Jeff.
Well, I guess that's what we should have done, because Operation Honor Boxes is part of our nonprofit, Armed Forces Racing. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. Yeah.
Yep, and your race car sponsorship.
Huh?
Your other thing, your race car sponsorship stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. And I run a company called RaceSponsorships.net, where we help grassroots racers get sponsorships for their racing programs.
Awesome.
Which helped us out a lot. Heidi's still fighting with the program and all that stuff, trying to get
Fighting
everything all
with the
set
C
up.
word is what we're fighting with. We'll get there. Yeah, that's actually how we got connected with Jeff, and this
Yeah.
is that was like the gateway to getting us down here. So,
Yeah.
and this is Rick, right?
Rick Farrell.
Yes. Whatever you want to say.
And Yankee moved south, but
Perfect.
U.S. Army, 1968-71. One tour in Vietnam. I was in the helicopter unit, 114th Assault Helicopter Company out of Vinh Long down on the Mekong River. Did a little bit of everything there. Ended up, before I came home, as maintenance crew chief and tech inspector.
Hence your handle. Crew chief Rick?
Crew chief Rick become because he's the crew chief for the race cars, whether he wanted to be or not.
Yeah, we got a long story.
Oh, gotcha.
Back and forth.
That's awesome. All right, Caleb, hi.
Caleb Williams, U.S. Navy for 2007, 2008, until I got injured, diving accident.
Oof.
Now I get paid to screw around and work on cars.
But you got the work harder, not smarter thing
Yeah.
down. That's phenomenal.
You have one of the baddest generalese.
They're
that-
smarter, not
that I've
harder.
seen, so.
Whoops, yeah, and we will get the generally the
We'll have to pull it
photos.
out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I said that backwards. It's work smarter, not harder,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Unless it's in your case.
Unless it's mine, I'm gonna always work harder. Hi.
Yeah,
Oops, you're so tall.
You're just short.
I am.
There you go. Gordon Ryder, 20 years in the Navy, retired. I actually met Jeff at Rockingham.
Oh.
We were both in the staging lanes, and he liked the way my car was painted up. I call it the Stars and Stripes.
Very
It's
cool.
actually got 50 stars on it, and I've got it striped and whatnot.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a 95 Mustang.
Oh, wow, I would love to see some pictures and stuff.
Yeah, I got some pictures with
I'll definitely want to see that. Who's this guy?
Hi, I'm Paul. I was just in the neighborhood.
Paul is part of the Radical Build Off and Drive Off. Well, we only did the Build Off so far.
We've done the build off.
Yeah. So that's how we met Paul. And this is Chris, who has graciously donated his.
Yeah, Chris
space.
Williams, 40-year master technician in automotive industry. Me and my son started the Cars for Causes. We help out Jeff, and Jeff has done a tremendous job helping me. I have a brain injury from a fall, have a lot of complications due to that. So we're trying to show that even though you're disabled, we can still do things. We can find something to do to motivate ourselves. Ours just happen to be cars and woodworking, fishing, you name it, we try to do it.
That's phenomenal. Yeah.
Legally redneck thing, we done.
Amen. You are my people. I also saw that the truck out there sings the song of my people. The diesel. Thank you very much. All
They
right.
don't want to hear about me.
I know. You forgot your introduction. Oh, welcome to
Outlaw Edge. There you go. Get back to work.
All right, back to work.
Thanks, you
Usually, probably not. I do have one in the car though. Thank you. Never think you get that back to looking nice, would you?
Man, that thing does that every time.
You mean where you nipped over that end piece?
There's a piece right behind there on the floor, about 3 inches wide, probably about 18 inches long.
Mostly got some of this bucket.
We should have said like, Paul. When all is revealed.
Good.
Yeah, you moved all my stuff. I'm lost. I'm completely lost now. You moved the dish on the puppy.
Move the dish on the puppy. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you were recording.
Ah,
I'm
he was,
sorry.
yes.
Hey, we get away with anything on our filming, man.
Yeah, and for the we don't edit nothing. We just
Oh,
let
you
her.
don't edit nothing?
Nope. We let her buck.
This isn't the Brian hour?
This is not the Brian hour. No editing. That's looking good.
You have to do some editing. You have to be careful when Caleb's got to use the restroom, got to pee.
All right.
So he just whoops it out wherever he is.
I probably won't do that. That's looking good, Paul. So Paul is making this piece right here. Everybody's kind of getting used to the lay of the land. When you're not in your own shop, you kind of wander around for a minute looking for, okay, what am I doing? Where is my stuff? You make it look easy. Right? Oh, they're slick. Yeah. And he'll get it all tuned up probably where he wants it, and he'll probably clean the wheels. I don't know if he'll need to though. They look like they've been.
He's had his covered
He's
up.
had his covered up so nice. It looks good. Let's move them. Can we slide that stuff underneath the chair so nobody trips on it?
Put it wherever you need to put it.
Okay.
Oh, you were talking about
Yeah,
that.
that pan. Are you sure?
Put it wherever you
All
need
right.
to put it.
Coming over here, Rick, if you want to see that. Actually, maybe you need an extra hand there, babe?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You sure you don't want to move that stuff?
You need some oil?
Yeah, a little bit. WD-40.
All right.
The BD-40 is right there, right here.
Shameless plug. So as it starts shaping, he'll reach down and
Yeah, don't spread
snug it up a little.
Hey, Sarah, yeah, straight up. Yeah, right there.
You know, they're a very simple machine that does so much magic. Until you break the dolly.
Anvil.
Anvil.
Lower die.
Lower die. That sounds like a new car name for a custom car.
Yeah.
If we hadn't named Rogue, she could be Lower Die.
I don't know if I like that too much, man.
Yeah, I've tilted that thing down several times like that.
Away from you all.
Well, I would think that it could create some slop after a while. I forget YouTube doesn't like to hear me talk.
The English roll paper, dude? Yeah. Yeah? So see how I got this is starting to bow down on you?
Oh yeah, that's where the magic is.
What you want to push down on this a little bit.
I should almost have you move that out in the center of the floor so everybody can watch. You can go on over there and get a look.
Don't be afraid to manipulate the metal.
You want to use whatever you use.
Yeah, go ahead and go take a look.
Try it 10 times.
Yeah, it's magic. It is.
And you gotta just make it like, you gotta make it where you're not nice and you just get in there and put the splash on it, you know what I mean? Stick it in there and go.
And the biggest thing with English wheels or any of this stuff, just start.
And then, you got gloves on?
Yeah, you have his gloves on.
I mean, that way you can show how tight it is. See how heavy it is? And then what you want to do is when you run it through,
So that thing of tools is gonna make me
you
crazy.
run it through, go back and forth, and as you're going back and forth, you give it a kick to the left and kick to the right. Just go straight, like nice long straight like this. Yep. And don't try to hit the whole panel. Try to hit half the panel. On that side, and then flip it and do the other side. There you go. Yep.
Can you hear him okay?
So how that feels? The reason I have you do that is usually when somebody does it by hand and fills it, it's easier to do that than watching on film. You know, watching on camera or something. Go ahead and fill it all the way out, and then flip it around, 180, like this. Yep. And then you're gonna take all these hammer marks out. Same thing. Same thing with those now. You walk it back and forth and you stay from here over. You know what I'm saying? So you're just working half that pound at a time. And then once you get used to it, you'll be able to go all the way back and forth. You know, if you do short pieces now, it's easier if you know, once you start doing the whole panel, you fill it. Because when you're pushing it in, it doesn't want to stay straight, it wants to walk. And that's if you do half a panel right now, you'll get used to the fill, and pretty soon you'll be able to just do the whole damn panel back and forth. Yeah.
It'll slowly just actually
But
start to work its way around. By doing it with a hammer, like doing
Oh, those wheels are a bugger, huh?
and watch your thumbs, man. I've done it a million times. Oh yeah.
I've done that a few times. When I was working on
So that
that.
feels though?
Yeah,
So much better how it's just back and forth. And then see now you can kind of control where you're going, man.
yeah.
And then see how it's already starting to smooth it out with glass. So let's go test it real quick and see what it looks like.
Rick is very interested in this too.
Well, he
So
needs
you
to
have
get over
to.
there and do it too then.
Save up. Still doing some school, pretty much sitting retiring now. Look at mine now, Dave Butler mentored Jesse James.
So we hit that, almost hit it the first try. So
And the video for the copper
we're like this, we're gonna go over it so we can click it and cut it out. You know what I mean? If you want to hold that
It's
thing right
actually
there.
done at Dave Butler's shop in Massachusetts, not out in California.
Yeah, that's almost dead on right there, bro. So then we'll just keep rolling this panel until it's small, you know? And you see how this has that bone in there? And then the same thing, you would take and hammer that a little bit and then smooth it out on the wheel, but put it on a flat wheel. And then when the flat wheel, you're gonna straight from here over. You don't wanna, you know, because the round wheel's gonna put crown in it. Right. It's not only gonna crown it this way, it's gonna crown it this way. So you're like doing like a sphere shape, you know, with the round, with
Get a little
the
bit to it.
curved wheels, so.
And I just gotta make sure that we don't go too far up or too far down.
Tommy's gonna take all that nice smoothness
this
and beat
one?
the crap out of it.
And on this one, you don't want to be beating it like I was hammering real hard earlier. You just tap, tap, tap. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna scooch around here, okay? And sometimes it's just grabbing it and bending it. It's like there's sometimes a little less finesse than you would think. You just grab it and
So
move
it's got
it.
that oil pan. It's got that oil pan going on like this. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All we gotta do
Alright,
is
you
shrink this
guys-
a little bit. So
Head on over there.
which one's shrink or which one's thick? Blue one is red, yeah.
We write it on there because we always come up there 100 miles an hour.
Very little. Just enough pretty much to hold it there and
I just got through modifying that thing. I got tired of using them.
Oh, a pedals,
I
the way to go.
always
rednecked it.
We've had ours attached to our English wheel forever.
I
Yeah.
got mine right on my English wheel right here.
And
So
then
when you're doing a panel, then you stretch it and go to the other side, shrink it, whatever you want to do.
we have our bead roller on the other side. Move that pan, Dave. It's driving me crazy. Somebody's gonna trip. Ocean nightmare there. I know we're not Ocean. Sorry, OSHA. Didn't mean to bring you up.
Water.
Water?
Please.
There ain't no water in there.
Gatorade?
that's stretching it. So if you lay out a piece of paper,
Give me something. Come on.
You got a ditch out.
Yeah, we'll have to get some water. I have to run and grab some.
If Gatorade is watching, we need a sponsor. Look at that.
Gatorade, water sucks. Sorry, Adam Sandler, but that is my favorite movie, Waterboy. I was a fancy foosball mom.
I'm gonna change diet.
I just see if Rick wants to come over. So you have to change the dye to the flat one? Which one?
Well, we gotta run this one a little bit more. We just gotta get smoothed out right in this edge right here. So,
Alright.
you see how that one's get down with that?
Yeah.
And like I said, same thing, just go from half panel over, okay?
Yeah.
So nice, that smooths it out though.
Yeah.
Stretching or shrinking your forming.
My voice is gonna be gone here in a little bit.
Simple answer on that is yes.
I'm tired of talking to you, so don't bother me none.
Your shape is
I won't be singing this weekend.
piece of paper. Right, okay, yeah, okay. The easiest way to remember form is
You're stopping really well.
Yeah.
I always
See what I mean?
go over.
designed to shrink.
That's already smoothed out. Now, remember how that panel had that goofy, you know, it's not doing that no more.
Right.
So, see?
Oh, yeah.
Because what you did is you stretch that metal real tight. So everything's real tight, and now you can see how it's like this.
Yeah,
Instead of
yeah.
before it was real flappy, and you know,
Yeah.
because 20 gauge, we're using 20 gauge sheet metal, by the way. And 20 gauge sheet metal is real thin and floppy. But these are 20 gauge on these cars. But then when you stretch it like this, it'll make it real tight, real hard or whatever. So go ahead and give him the gloves, bro. I'm gonna have him do the same thing. So
If you can get your hands in there,
I was gonna say, oh, those are. Do we have bigger gloves?
I think your hands are bigger than his.
Do you have big gloves over
hold
there?
on, bro. I got my welding gloves. Hold on.
I get 'em.
You sure?
I could have offered you mine.
No O.J. Simpson jokes, though.
See, mine are a little bit teeny tiny.
Your hands are probably, well, they are a little bit.
I have little round hands, and then I have a little short
I
finger.
got hands like my mom's, but she had small hands.
Really? Isn't?
She'll like try to stop your panel when you're trying to clean it
No
out with it.
kidding. I always say though that people with small hands are the best like mechanical people because they can get their hands in places that
Feel that tension
the
on it?
big mitted
How it's
people
doing that?
can't get in.
And then when you want to go all the way to about right here when you're wheeling, and go back and forth. And then when you go back and forth, the reason you do a short panel like that or a short piece is eventually you'll be able to do the whole panel. Like this way you'll be able to tell how it feels, how that wheel rolls back and forth on you, you know? Because it'll try to walk on you real bad.
Right?
And then just like what you just did, turn the panel and kind of walk it over to this edge right here. See all this hammer marks? There you go, just like that. Feel how it's like grabbing on that panel? Hold on. Go ahead.
working with steel and aluminum up to certain thickness and you start everything starts to go away with thick.
And then when you go to the end, try to go to about like 2 inches from the end so it doesn't drop off, the wheel doesn't drop off there, you know?
There you
Now go ahead and
go.
go all the way through the panel. And then when you turn it, go all the way through. Go all the way through this way. There you go.
There
And then
you
turn
go.
it this way like that, and then come back to you real slow. And see how you'll start hitting that other edge now. And you'll get frustrated because you'll drop this thing off this wheel
1,000 times.
you know?
But the
And
learning,
then see like right there how it bound up on you, and that's what you don't want. If it does that, just let off and pull back towards you. So come back.
Start over.
Start over.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. Go ahead and push it through. Yep.
this is one of those things where I think the learning is in the doing because it's such a it's a thing you have to
Yeah,
feel.
because you can watch it on TV all day long, man.
Yeah.
But unless you get in there and do it, it's
You got to feel it to understand it. I think.
I'm doing a 39 Ford Coupe right now.
that's the one over at Jeff's. Yeah, that's a beautiful car. And then there you go.
It's a little harder because this is on wheels.
Chris earlier played with this thing a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know, you want to make them easy to move.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, these wheels are a pain in the ass on this thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think too, all the dust on the floor is making it slide.
no kidding, right? Yeah, we can lock them up all we want if it's
Yeah.
too dusty. But yeah, it's a big piece of equipment, and you want to be able to move it.
Go
But
ahead
you'd be
and,
surprised how
take this
easy
whole
they
panel,
slide.
flip it 180 and see if
Yeah,
it
they
works on this
slide
side now,
super
too, so.
easy. Because we don't have ours on wheels, we pull it all over the shop.
And then what I usually do is if I have a bunch of marks that I like, I put it in the planishing hammer and run it on that planishing hammer after that. And then you don't need, on the planishing hammer, you don't need the ones with the dies that have shape to them, because that's doing the same thing you're doing right now. You're stretching and shrinking and doing whatever with those dies. So you would run it in the planishing hammer with a flat die. So it just smooths everything out like glass, you know? And the same thing, you know, get all these marks out here.
Yeah, you see it starts to I see that, yeah. And
Go ahead.
I'm not spending a lot of time being real precise on pieces behind the quarter.
I think that lever on the side, correct me if I'm wrong, Parker, but that one lever, you said you took off? No, that's something I saw about it, like putting the panel back in, you don't have to
Yeah,
twist it.
no, I don't care for that. I don't like it because it's cam. So when you tighten it, it'll tighten it up and let it down.
Right.
I don't care for doing that though, because then what happens is when you pull that panel back out, then you have to set your tension again. Sometimes you'll overstretch that panel. You know, so that's why I like to know where the fuel is, get it right where you can pull it out and put it in where it works good, and it's you know, it's cleaning up that panel and you're not wrecking the panel.
It's looking good.
But we're just kind of winging it as we go.
Now this, we use out here. We use, can see what you're doing now is that this is starting to stretch that panel. So we'll put the flat wheel in there now and then go from there.
Oh yeah, the corner, yeah. And one thing about the English wheel, it'll get it flat, but the planishing hammer will do that finesse work for you.
I always thought you use the planishing hammer before you use it.
We
Well,
tend to
you can
use
if you're gonna
yep,
if you're
shaping.
stretch the panel.
Yeah.
You know, and then put it in the English wheel to smooth it out. You know, or back in the planishing hammer with a flat die.
There's as many uses for them as you can probably think up. I think we tend to do more finish with our planishing.
Getting too old to buy more equipment.
Well, my first English wheel, I actually made it. You know,
Yep.
I hand made it. Oh wow. We were doing a job on a Studebaker, and I just built my own damn.
He had to
I
make
have one.
Yeah.
a couple massive pieces. That's looking good. Is it getting a little too round?
Yeah, but I'll show them how to bring that out there just a little bit. So now you get a feel of that tensioner, huh? You know, when you start running it back and forth like this. It's a pain in the ass though to try to keep it right on that edge, you know, when you're trying to run it back and forth. But that's why I try to have people do it by hand and you can feel it. Because like I said, it's one thing to watch it on film, but you know, it's a whole nother thing when you get in there and actually do it.
All I'm doing is keeping it from jumping across the shop. That and
Something nice that's coming out.
I'm gonna scooch over here and see what these crazies are doing. Running away?
Yeah.
I had enough of you crazies. What you doing over here, Paul?
Well, we're making up a brace to go up inside this quarter. So, use the shrinking hammer and bring it down, get a little curve into it, and we're just about where I want to have it.
And that's a pretty important piece, ain't it?
Yeah. And then we need
That's
to
awesome.
kind of eyeball where the other piece is going to go, so we can about right in there.
Perfect.
And I need to find that marker you gave me.
We need to go I don't have it anymore. I lost it.
I'm not too sure where I laid it down, to tell you the truth.
I might be going to the Hall of General and getting me.
Marker.
You always need markers at our shop.
Thank you, sir.
Sharpies.
Around,
WD-40.
drawers over there is a bunch of different markers.
Oh, no kidding. Okay. I was.
I think it's the right hand drawer, Jeff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of markers in here.
Awesome. Oh, this is neat.
Running over toes or something. Yeah, he's good at that.
That's pretty
If it's in the way, I'll run it over.
Between him and that chair.
Child dog.
Now this is where I got to be a little bit more precise and less just sort of holding my thumb up like on an Italian car. Yeah, because that's how the Italian cars, they did them. They sort of held their thumb up. You're laughing, I'm serious.
They did, yeah.
You ever work on a hand-built Ferrari? That's how they did it. They
That's that artist brain, though, isn't
I'm
it?
sticking to Fords, Paul.
British cars too.
Yeah.
British cars are not nearly as bad. You just have to work on them in the rain. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? And you're still recording.
Of
How
course
nice
I
of
am.
You.
Thank you, Tammy.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't even know I had that. And
Yeah.
when I ordered it, this is actually a little different than what I ordered. They changed their manufacturer.
Well, yeah, because they're all built on the same company.
All right, I'm coming over to watch you.
And then they have this octagon one, and what happens is first generation, second generation, and all the companies bought them from China. And they were selling them to Australia, and the big brands were there, yellow.
There's one more that didn't have that too.
I gotta ask how he made this anvil. That is
Oh, that anvil is badass.
a large piece of steel, huh?
Yeah, all we're doing is just trying to take shine on it. Okay.
That looks good. Right?
Yeah, I'm liking it.
That looks, I
And
think
if
it
it's not good, then we'll just redo it.
And it doesn't wrap around underneath it, right? It just lands right here,
It
flush,
should've-
and then this comes around flush too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
think
talking,
it-
not filming properly. No, I was
Kind of goes about like that.
right.
Is the way I think, because I had to look down inside the other one.
Yeah.
It looks like it comes down, and then it folded in with where this all is, because it didn't go around to the inside.
Huh.
It didn't go around and under the car.
Right.
Let's double check. No, it doesn't come around to the outside. It pretty much comes in where this panel
Okay.
comes across.
Nice. Whoa. Got it.
Arch enemy.
Got it. Yeah, no kidding, right? There we go. All right.
Let's see what I do with mine, it's heavy, but I just drag mine around the shop. When I need it, 'cause then at least. when I
That'll
need
be
it,
slick.
you know, and it's a pain, you actually have to drag it, but I can do the same thing with mine, you have to drag her around these.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How many years did you say?
Well,
This was the last
it's
one.
going back. I was gonna say. So it might just stop at 7, or 6 years and 360 some days.
Tomorrow I'll be all beat up.
It's all right. He fell down the elevator shaft. I don't know how that happened.
It's okay. No Zoom meeting tomorrow night.
Right?
Alright, who's wheeling this thing? You next? He hasn't had a chance? No?
We don't want me to do the English wheel. The YouTubers don't like that.
That'll actually flatten it out. So if you get a panel that you don't like the curve in, run that bitch on it and it'll just smooth it out. It'll right back out. Like I said, do the same thing. Only run it halfway, but run it from here. Way more tension, yeah.
Might have to take and run me some anchors down in the floor like
I wonder if you built
brain
like
machine.
if you figured out where you wanted to go.
That's the other thing too.
Don't guillotine me.
Watch. Yeah,
You're fine. No, you're fine. I have no problem with you working that close to me. Go ahead. You're all right. You're all right.
We'll cut the rescue hair off.
Well, first we were talking about the British. Now we're talking about the French. What? What, Paul? No guillotine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like if you get those spots like that, and you feel like thump, I can do this out this thing. You know what I mean? So then it'll blast them down.
And that's
Feel that
the
now?
Yeah.
Feel the difference?
that's
And I
the
just smooth it
flat
out. Now it's
lower
nice and smooth like this, you know?
lower die, right?
Yeah, this is the flat, solid flat.
Coming through.
Go ahead.
No, I'm watching you. Go ahead.
And then, you know, like now you feel it just kind of planed out. It's nice and smooth, you know, and you can see that panel is smooth. So, and see, now if you pull it out, see what I was talking about, how you have that dip in it?
Right.
And then see how it went from here and just pull it up, you know, and tighten that panel.
All right, now I'm gonna come past.
Go ahead.
Oh dear.
Oh, you screwed yourself on that one.
I knew I was gonna do that.
And then now see how this is dropped down right here
Right.
in the middle. So what you want to do is when you go run it, when you run past that wheel now, you're gonna go like this, bro. I'm gonna hold your hand. Go ahead and hold on the panel on it so I can kind of show you at the same time.
Push down.
Like that as you come through here.
Okay.
And then when you run through, it'll pull that. Yeah, here. Hold this for a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So when you run through, like this.
Oh, my God.
And then now you can start wheeling that panel again, right here.
You didn't set up, did you set up the finish here?
Not yet.
Okay.
You need it?
I'm good for now on this one.
I thought we locked it.
The wheels weren't locked. The wheels weren't locked.
What's that?
Oh, I had them unlocked?
I think they came on lock and we made it work so much.
Well, that's a little bit better. Oh, I think that's all right.
I think it looks good.
Starting to way smoothed out, you know? Yeah. And there's a little bit of a low spot right there. You just pop that out with a hammer and run it back in here again. So,
Yeah.
with that flat wheel, you know? And then check it out. When you leave this with tension like this, don't ever leave it like that. It'll make the flat spot of the wheel. When you're done, it's like a torque wrench. Yeah. It up, you know what I mean?
Give it some space. Well, you can tell we're not in Minnesota anymore.
Why is that? Because I'm out here in shorts.
Shorts.
Sanding
There's
outside?
grass. Actually, we have green grass in Big Falls still because it's been way warmer than usual.
What do you think of Carolina so far?
I am loving it. I drove through when I was like 17 with my parents. Otherwise, I haven't really got much time here, and I am fascinated. Because I'm a history buff, so I'm kind of in the cradle of some of my favorite history, like Civil War history. Love it. Yep. So
More Revolutionary War history around.
that's what I was going to ask.
They haven't seen Brattonville.
See, that's what I was going to ask what that was because.
About 2 miles away.
Uh-huh.
There's Brattonville Village. One side is pre-1800. The other side with the big mansion is post-1800.
Wow.
Renovating one of them right now.
No kidding. Yeah. See, that's.
Then about 10 miles north of here is Kings Mountain. There was a major
Revolutionary War battle there. Yes. Right.
National Parks has a nice museum there.
No kidding.
And then you have what's the
Cow pens?
cow pens? Yeah, the battlefield.
Really?
Probably 30 miles away.
No kidding. See, that's. But that, like I was saying on the way here, like we were stopping places and we stopped at this little antique store, and this kid knew more history he knew everything about everything in his store. I was pretty impressed. We should have really filmed there because this guy was exceptional. So this is pretty clean other than this little spot, huh?
Yeah.
And that's not even, I don't even think we
There's
need
a
to.
crease right here. This thing was filled with Bondo in here when I took it down.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad.
Back off.
Do you want a taller one over there? Or?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Pretty slick. Does the trick. He has to be like the scrap metal anvil. What you say?
If I could figure out how to get that home with me without anyone knowing, you'd go home.
It's easy. Watch. Go like this.
It's yeah.
What was that, babe?
It's made out of just 3/4 steel plate, and then I put a tool steel plate on top. Everything else is 3/4 plate welded together.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Like a butcher block? Welded?
Forklift too.
Yeah,
Forklift,
yeah, forklift forks.
No
Scrapyard
kidding.
has a bunch of them out there. And just
Do they
stagger
have,
'em.
oh, what's the word? Like, do the forklift forks have flex? Like,
They're hardened.
yeah.
Yeah, they
But
have,
they'll
it's,
flex.
It's a tool steel or whatever, but it's like the Kozad trailers, like those big diesel truck trailers.
Yeah.
They have a bow
Yeah,
in
an
them.
arch, yeah.
Yeah, and then when you put the weight on, they come down.
Yeah.
It's made out of that same kind of steel.
Oh, okay.
It's a strong steel, is what it's called.
That's what I was trying to
There's
say.
some on my skid steer up here sticking up in the air right
Uh-huh.
now, but yeah, they're on
Whoops.
there.
Speaking of which, we need to put that down.
I know. We didn't put it down when you got out of it.
Oh, before Amber gets here, Camping blames it on you every time, man. Camping goes and constantly what are you talking about?
So what piece you making?
Those just saw
Oh, awesome.
fall off. I said,
I know, right? You're like, all these little pieces, little nips
"Y'all are
and...
spraying the primer." We looked in the window, and I turned around. He goes, "Hey, Dad." Turn around, look. He's on top of the porch at the very top of the skid steer. I said, "Put your butt down. Your mama's pulling in right now."
Don't let her see you up there.
I don't feel like listening to her mouth.
You see my lathe that I'm making?
It was, oh, look at you.
The lathe I really like.
Oh, check that out. Nice bit. That's a super duper trick there. Nice. That's perfect. Yeah, I was looking at that.
It's amazing what you can do after watching a YouTube video.
That thing is a work of art, man. It's funny because that if you went and bought that lathe, it'd probably be $1,000, but you spent about 50 grand building it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But it was fun doing it.
yeah. Yeah, Eastwood comes out with one after like 2 weeks after I get it pretty much done. Yeah,
That thing
great.
is awesome, though, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Hey,
just
where's your 10 cents at, brother?
just block.
so how does this work?
I'm still making like I'm making a tail shaft that goes back here. Get some of this junk out of the way. We took one of his old power chairs apart. We don't throw away
Oh, you
anything.
never know. Yep.
I told him the other day I think we're a part Amish or something. We don't discard anything. And then we can adjust the speed here and there as well as the tailstock. When I get it on there, get it made, it'll be
That is awesome. That-
belt adjustable speed. But I'm gonna build a shield around it and all that because I'll end up with a finger missing and a hand or something.
Oops, sorry, I was showing off my little stubby finger.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paul has made this piece, and he made it look way easier than it needed to look. So what are you doing with that then? Oh,
I need to scratch the line. I couldn't get the pin in there.
right?
I need to put the line on where it's going to be so I can get the scratch mark.
So chisel, huh? That's pretty slick. That is a nice fit.
And, I don't know if you saw how I offset the steel.
That is outstanding. And did you hammer and dolly that, or did you?
Well, I used the crimper
Right, the
to go ahead and get the seam around it, and then split it, and then hammered it back out so that the offset sits to the inside.
Yeah, holds
And I
it
can
up.
take and get right there, so you kind of come up here. I knew where that spot was. I knew where this spot was. I can get up in there, and then I can follow that line all the way around. And now I have my scribe line on the back side, and that's where the fold will happen. So that's where that is. I got to come out roughly the thickness of that, 3/8 of an inch, 7/16 of an inch. We'll trim it down. We'll get it in place, and then we can
Pinch it
just
to the
fold
back, yeah.
the edge around, seam seal it, and be done.
Nice. That's a nice piece. You made that complicated piece look easy.
Well, it's not complicated, but
But the holding and building of it all is. It really is.
you just got to be smarter than Arca. That's all.
The trick is that some of these simple pieces look a lot simpler, they're harder than they look. There we are.
So we're making a piece for the door, and we're gonna lift this here. That's about all we need right there. Yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll take and clean this up and do the body hammers out. And then just walk that edge all the way around so nice and crisp, and then we can cut that shape out right here. Okay. Yeah. Follow me. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I got a missing body hammer somewhere. Hey, boss? Yeah. I'm gonna steal your body hammer, bro. This is like on dolly style, so you want to make sure you're hitting the metal to metal. Then if you want to raise it some more, all you gotta do is pull that panel out like this, if it's not enough, or you can go back to the beater bag and raise it some more. You know, so if you're out here, it's gonna stretch it, and if you're right here, it's just gonna smooth it out. And then I'll take smaller ones so you can get up in your edges. And then all you got to do now is take one of these hammers and you can use this edge to walk around. Need that back?
No, it's so cool. I thought I had my die grinder laying right there.
And then this is like when you want to get up into these edges to clean up that edge. Okay. So you can stay right on that line. That's why I was saying mark it out, you know? Okay. There you go.
Just cut it out.
Yeah, and then just cut that piece out and it'll be ready to weld in that panel. So
Pretty crazy, huh? You want to show where that one goes? On the front of the other door?
Huh?
Is that on the other door?
No, it's fine on the other door.
Oh, okay.
Just goes through this.
Oh, it's the interior. Oh, wow. Okay. Right there. Whoa, that's slick. Well, I can't see. Wait to see it inside.
Oh man, you cut it into your rear.
Yeah, you can have it, but I mean, I was gonna go up to Cars and Coffee this morning. Work in progress.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Good news.
The gas on?
gas and everything's on, ready to roll. All right, cool.
It's on the setting that I had it on that I liked it, so.
Hey, I'm gonna start spot mode right here.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm still trying to
piece is beautiful.
Push it in just a little bit more if you can.
That's about all I can give you.
All right, here we go.
You got it.
Yep.
You always gotta have the skinny guy.
I know, right? Exactly.
Paul should charge extra because you always gotta have one really skinny guy on your team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So what he's saying, am I the ugly guy?
Well, hold on, Jay. We're in done now.
Over here. Those are delicious donuts too, by the way.
Oh, that lady just about kicked me out today.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because I didn't have my mask with me.
Oh dear Lord.
you got
Did
it
you like?
snapped.
I need a whole bunch of
Go ahead
donuts.
and leave.
You have to like profit over COVID, right? Would you like to make some?
You need to roll it in some. We can roll it in
I
some.
just go like this,
It's
bro.
all anti-mask masks that have something that says on. Got one that says this is bullshit. Got one that says F to the people that require this. And a bunch of other shit. Stuff like that. Says I'm only wearing this mask to, so the sheeple don't have a heart attack. Anxiety attack.
So, spend all this money to come up with a vaccine that's 98% effective, but the survival rate is not.
Love that patina though.
I've seen that sticker before. Which one? I've seen the sticker. Probably so. That one I've seen before.
That one's been around probably as long as me.
Longer than me. Cool wheel.
You might wanna just brake cleaner or something on this line, move that whole, oh, you got that piece cut though, huh?
It's right up against it.
Ah, crap.
It's filling the hole.
Yeah, you might wanna even cut a piece a little longer that way, hate to make you do that, but,
Yeah.
you know, that way we can have that piece.
Yeah, that way we can
So,
pull it
yeah.
over, yeah.
Yep, just so these match up when you open that door.
Right.
I mean, if it was on the bottom, it wouldn't be so bad, but this one shows a
Right.
lot, so. That way you have that 1/4 inch that folds over that, so.
Get that together just a little bit.
Welding it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I push that in there too far, then I'm moving that bottom out.
Yep.
Yep.
So I thought I'd let you, Paul, or somebody take a look at it.
You want me to weld it up? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it needs to be welded up. I just didn't know if you wanted to push that over. Because
Oh,
if
yeah.
I push that over, then it brings that out.
Pry bar. Attack
Yeah,
it.
as long as, what we could do though is if we could weld this right now.
Okay, here, I'll get you the welder for you.
Yeah, tack it in place. And all good.
And then what we'll do is we'll close the door and see what the reveal and everything looks like, you know?
Okay.
Ah, you took my hose from me.
Hang
Hang on, I'll get you one.
One second. Where'd it go?
Hey,
I took his from him. 'Cause you're my favorite, Paul.
Oh, I like that. I like it. I like it.
you're my favorite, Paul.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Everybody's
Here, I'm gonna
sharing.
give you Paul's hose, Chris, because you're my favorite.
Did you get your ass out of the way?
Where is my ass supposed to go?
How many people sleep on that camera?
Well, you know what? It is what it is. We got like Cortageddon down here. We got.
Come on!
All right, look at this.
We had them all straight earlier.
It don't.
What happened?
It doesn't take long.
Your electric glue gun, nerd. I'm gonna get it. I want to watch it.
Okay, hang on one second. All right. Oh, go ahead. He's got to tell me. There we go. You got it? Okay.
Come over here, can you see all right?
Don't worry about me. I'll find a nice place to. Okay. It's okay. Sorry.
And that's all going all the way around now, so yeah, we'll put that piece on and do the same thing, you know?
So you're not worried about water getting in the back?
No, 'cause we're gonna seam seal all that crap, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it'll have to be seam sealed, you know?
So you don't have.
Check the reveal.
Just fill up another hole. Then.
No, nope. I mean, you could if you want to, if you want to spend all that time, but there's no need to because, you know, we're going to seam seal all this. This needs to be primed before we go and put that piece on there.
Yeah.
Or you could, you know. And then after this gets welded and cleaned up, this will be in primer, that'll be in primer, that'll be seam sealed on the backside. So no water's going to get up in there, you know.
I got you.
Yep.
Do you want to check the reveal quick before you get all crazy?
Paul's got some pliers in there. Watch your fingers, Paul.
Go for it.
You got a flat dolly?
You got a flat dolly gun?
Do I have to get up top to open that door now?
Yeah.
Well,
What are you laughing at?
You probably got a little underwear on right now.
I do.
this conversation just went really sideways.
Oh, you said leather. No, it's not leather.
Okay, so we have to bring it down.
Or I need a ladder.
The stool's out there. Rick, could you grab that step stool super quick?
He's got one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
For real?
If that ain't gonna work, let me know.
I quit.
Do you want the tall? Do you want the taller one?
You want it down?
Yeah, watch yourself, Paul.
You good?
Come on down.
I'm gonna stop right there.
Other down.
That almost looks good enough to me.
Lock, maybe down.
Release the lock. Okay. Next time, don't close the door. Whose idea was that, anyways?
Well, we can take the striker off, I guess. But...
Yeah, it's fine. You did good.
He did it by himself.
He helped me get it going.
I thought it was awesome.
Hey, on the back of that table over there is a screwdriver on the shrinker stretcher.
Right down the shrinker stretcher, put there.
There you go. That looks pretty good. What'd you do?
Yeah, there we go. Hey, I like this one. You didn't have to give me a Christmas gift.
Oh dear Lord.
You know, you gotta start with the small one before you can get the big one.
Really?
Sorry, guys.
Turn this thing around so you don't see the name.
Bam!
So do another patch on the rear of the door like you did on the front.
Yeah.
All right, y'all watched how I did that, right?
I did.
We listened.
That looks good, babe.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm gonna show this thing.
Yep. I've showed that a bunch of
Go
times.
back up.
That looks awesome. Okay. Welder off or welder on? Oh, we're using it somewhere, I think,
Rick
now.
needs a welder, yeah. Ah,
I thought you and Rick were
oh, we got sidetracked.
Sorry. Go hang that border.
I'm waiting on Rick.
He's doing all the work.
Do that quarter panel now, or what do you want to do?
If they're over here, then
Yeah.
go ahead and go over there.
All right.
You're alright, you're alright.
I'm waiting to,
All right, Rick, he's waiting on